Hi Kate, thanks for
Hi.
joining us today.
Pleasure.
Now, how do you define true beauty?
True beauty, I think, is a unique thing. I think it's not a homogenous thing.
Okay.
And it's we're so obsessed with this idea of perfection. Whereas for me personally, I subscribe to a much more Asian outlook in relation to beauty, to find the imperfection in something and celebrate it. We're all different, and we shouldn't try to necessarily look like one another, but just work with what we've got.
Now, you've spoken about the pressures of being a woman in Hollywood. I can just imagine, in this day and age especially. Now, how important are looks right now in modern society, and what's your take on the double standards when it comes to men?
I don't think that it's just in Hollywood. I mean, we still don't receive equal pay for equal work in my industry, in your industry, in so many industries. It's around the world. So if we can't get to first base, we're over 50% of the population, and so it's just in 2015 we shouldn't be having that conversation anymore. We just need the legislative change to make that finally happen.
I believe that too. Now, as a mother of four, I must ask you, how do you stay in such good shape?
I don't.
You don't?
You hopefully wear things that cover the bumps. I mean, the wheels are always falling off. But, as fathers don't ask, how do you juggle fatherhood and your career?
I know.
It's still a question that, that women are asked. And the school week is not based around pick-up time.
Yeah.
And there's no such thing as a part-time job, as most women will tell you. You're expected to work to deliver full-time results on part-time pay. So, so my life is no different to any other working mother's life. If you try and juggle things, it doesn't always work, but I fortunately have a supportive partner, so.
Now, how has motherhood changed your views towards beauty, fashion, and yourself?
I think it's given me a greater degree of patience. I think it makes you it's made me a more compassionate person. I mean, and so it's been a good gift. It's made me more economical about the way I approach my work. And it's opened up my eyes to a whole way of looking at, the sense of aging and longevity and the notion of the future. So it's been a gift creatively as
Looking
well as
outwards.
Yeah, certainly.
Now, what would you say to your daughter regarding this whole beauty and body image issue?
Well, it's an obsession that the media have, and so therefore, because we all consume that, you look at young girls and their relationship to their sexuality and their body, and it's really worrying. But my mother was very big on self-respect and the respect of others, and she was very big on education. So she was more interested in the health of my skin rather than how I, so-called beauty, which was, I think it's a very different. If you talk about being mentally healthy and physically healthy, then you will automatically have a greater inner glow.
I like that. We have an inner glow from reading and educating ourselves.
I think so.
Yeah, and carrying ourselves well. All right, thank you, Kate, for being on the 5 show. That's Cate Blanchett, everyone.